Hello, hello, welcome. I know, I'm doing a pop-up as always. I try to send the notifications here with YouTube, but for some reason it just hasn't been going through like the comments. So I'm gonna wait just a tad bit to see if anybody recognizes that I'm on here live with it's about 1:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna wait a few minutes. I see some people coming in. Hello, hello, welcome. It's the second Thursday of January, first chapter of 2020. Welcome, family. Go on and hit the likes and hit the comments to let me know. Book club, woo woo, is coming. I got everything ready for us to get started. Hello, hi, Nicole. Good afternoon or good morning to you. Hello, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Go on and make a comment so others will get the notifications. I know people are going to say, I didn't know, but it'll come in. Hey, Nicole. And but it's okay. I know the family will get this because it's going to, even though it's going to be live, I'm not going to be on long. I always say that, but I won't be on long because it's going to be brief so that we can get started in our book club. Hi, Sean. Welcome. Welcome, Sean Cole. Welcome. Howdy. I don't know why I said that. I'm just being silly. But welcome, welcome. Now, I just wanted to get in today as a quick pop-up. I always pop up, but I try to send notifications. So let's get in. I do have some information here on our book club. And if I just see one person in the room, but that's okay. I'll wait a few minutes. We're going to talk briefly about our book club that's coming in. So I'll give it just one more minute. If Nicole or Sean, if you're still with me, thank you. Click the likes. But this is on our book club that we are starting for 2020. So I'm just going to go on and get in on this, and it's going to be recorded and saved, so it will come onto the channel. Now we've been talking about the hey there so I was right on point when I said howdy, huh, Sean? That's that intuitiveness in me. I was spot on. I said howdy, and you are in Texas. All right, big state. All right, so welcome, welcome, Nicole. So let me get into what we're going to talk about just briefly about our book club. You've probably heard me mention it on the readings each day and the past couple of weeks, and the family here, which is called the North Node Tribe. We've been talking about, hit the likes. We've been talking about bridging our book club, starting a book club, because again, knowledge is, we know that cliche, knowledge is power, but it is true. If you are a person that is digging deep into your spiritual path, you do need to study. We need to study with the downloads that are coming in, even from whatever point of view that we're discussing on, because that's where your truth finder is in the books. And books builds us for our character, and also too helps us to dive deep and not just be going from here to here. And actually we'll have discussions on our books. All right, so let's get started. Now the book that we're going to be starting with, and I'm going to put it in the description box below in the comments. A lot of the North Node family do know, but the book that we're doing is keeping the first book we're using is Keeping Her Keys. And this is for male or female. It doesn't matter physically what gender you are or within gender. Is Hekate Modern Witchcraft by Cyndi Brannen. This is a fabulous course book. Welcome whoever just came in. Say hello in the comments. This particular book is the book we will be starting in. Keeping Her Keys is Hekate, the goddess, and the shadow goddess, the three crown goddess. This is a very imperative book. We're going to start with this book as our first book. The book club name is Flowers in the Attic. That's the name of our book club. Hello, Karma 2780. Hello, hello. So our book club name is Flowers in the Attic as of right now. That's the name of our book club. And the book is that we're starting with is Keeping Her Keys, The Introduction to Hekate Modern Witchcraft. This is the book we're starting with. It's now, let me give you a couple of things. This book you can get. You can get this book. You can purchase it on Amazon. You can go right to Amazon. I'm going to link it in the description box below, but a lot of people already have Prime. And you can use Kindle as well. This particular book is on Kindle. Our start date of reading this book, to give everybody a good amount of time, is going to be by the 20th, which is Monday. So everybody needs to click like, so the hey WO, click like so it can get into the algorithm. You want to make sure we're going to have this book by the 20th. So everybody, you can use your Kindle or purchase this book. Purchase it by the 20th. Today is Thursday, the 16th. So they give you a few days. If you order them by Prime or doing Kindle, it'll give us a good 5 days. So, well, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, 5 days on Monday, the 20th, which is MLK Day here in the U.S. Those that are abroad, welcome, welcome. You can still order it through Amazon or Kindle. This is a dynamic book. The writer is beautiful. She has a blog that's dedicated to Hekate Garden. She's a beautiful writer. I have sent her a insert far as an email to see if she can join us, because our book club is going to be very private. It's not going to be a mainstream conversation. This book we need to have by the 20th of January. And then the finish time on this book, our deadline to finish this book is February the 16th. February is the 16th to finish this book. So we give us a good few weeks. I don't want to drag it out too long because you've been forgotten and be like all these excuses. We give you a good long read because it's a course book. However, I want you to go through the book and read it. Then you can come back and do some of the coursework and do some of the rituals that's in here. Let me give you how many pages that are in here. It's roughly about 240 something pages, and they're not, real, super itty bitty fonts in here. I didn't want to give you the tattered up book because I tear up a book. It's in here written, but I tear up books, meaning I annotated and annotated and everything else. So this is very important. So the deadline is February the 16th of reading. The start date of our book is the 20th. So it's give you 5 days to connect on Kindle or to purchasing the book paperback. I personally like to use paperback. I just like to feel, smell, and touch the book, sleep with the book, everything else. So this is very important if you're interested in joining our book club. Also, we will be doing personal chats on this. I'm still putting that together, but it's going to be private. And where that is that to help balance out certain things with this, if you're being a part of the book club, is that you can join our Patreon. I'll link that as well in the description box below, or you can go right to the about page in the channel, and you will see where the Patreon is. Okay, so Patreon is there, and you could donate each month whatever you're led donate. There's whatever amounts out there that you feel that you're comfortable with donating, and that will help contribute to the book club. Also too, with doing Zoom chats and different things, and there'll be some extra goodies going along in Patreon if you're joining it, because this is going to lock in with our book club. Okay, so the book club is to help us to dive deep, to read, to know our truths, have conversations about our spiritual paths, and understanding. And because one of the great things besides coming to the channel, I really wanted us to start reading, and I'm a natural teacher by trade. However, when you're reading and not just filtering through a whole different information from here, there, and everywhere, which is okay, or blogs, but it's really good to dive deep and to have books so that you can refer back and see how things grow or how things don't grow over the years. Also, people lots of times that's coming to this channel are different walks in their spiritual path, or as I'm throwing up that 5 fingers, they are in most of the people that come here are in different religions, so most of the family here are crossing over into outside of a major religion base, that they may be in the Western culture or Eastern culture, but they decided that they have been opened up to where their thinking is expanding and their spiritual eye is open, and they need that extra where they're like going, hey, I can dive deep and read and understand more, because when you read, you're dividing the word of truth. That word, when you pull a book, becomes word of truth to you, and then your higher self will decipher what things that you want to keep and what are the things you're not going to keep. We're even going to dive into some fictional books that are symbolism, in one of my favorite books that will it's a book from years ago, but it's one of my favorite books outside of other books that we'll be doing every month. So in saying that, make sure that you go on and start ordering this book. I desire to get the paperback, but whatever is you like, use Kindle or the paperback. We've got till the 20th to go on and get that book. The book price on Amazon is like $12, which is very reasonable. It's something that you're going to build your spiritual library. This is for you, not for anybody else. Also, another thing I'm going to recommend as well. I do have some family here in North Node that are they're practicing. You're practicing, but this is a very private area in your life. You can also buy book covers, with your book. You don't have to have this out, so you don't have to let other people know what you're reading. You can make a book cover, or you could buy a book cover to cover your books, so that way people don't know what you're reading if you're trying to stay very private. Because we have a lot of people that, I'm going to say it, that are in the closet. They're still in the closet. And a lot of people that come to this channel that are in the closet. And if they practice outwardly of what they're bridging into their life, or if they're full blown, it becomes a lot of conflict and discord in their homes. It's just like doing altar work and different things. Comment down below if you would like me to talk about making a makeshift altar, one that you can hide and cover and keep for yourself. Everything doesn't have to be on public display. There's a way, and if there's a way and a will, if you want it bad enough. And so comment down below if that's something you would like me to teach on, and show you a couple of ways that can keep it secret of what your practice or what your direction is outside of your main religion base, because it's your walk. It's private, and you could privately learn the way you are led and guided to do. Okay, so that's all I wanted to just come in and touch bases on our book club. Yes. Full tie again. I'm not sure what you're saying, Sean. But it's a practice, and so it's your own practice. So if you can also get book covers to cover it and put up in your bookshelf in your private way of studying, because it's very important as a spiritualist or a magical practitioner to study. Study yourself to show approval, rightfully dividing the word of truth. And that's in every single area of our lives. We must study. You must read to understand. You can go a lot of different areas, which is not a problem. But what I have found, and just as a suggestion, is that, and this is why we're bringing the book club, it's called Flowers in the Attic. We're bringing it because it's important to study, to read and decipher for yourself. You can build your own rituals from this, and you will be self-taught in some areas that will empower who? It will empower you. All right. Now I'm going to take a few questions. Please do not ask me any personal questions, just out of respect of, we have some people that will come in. And I'm saying personal questions in reference to, I have book title of the book. I got you, Sean. 1 second. Meaning that personal questions of doing like a on the spot reading about yourself in this Please do not do that. Please refrain from that. All right. I'm sorry. So the book name is Keeping Her Keys. Keeping Her Keys. That's the name of the book. And it's an introduction to Hecate's Modern Witchcraft by Cyndi Brannen. Oh, no problem. Hi, Phyllis. Hi. That's the name of the book. Okay? That's the name. And I'm going to put it in the description box. It doesn't allow me to do all of that when I go live. I'm just saying it doesn't allow me to do that. But as it loads up a little bit later, I can come back and descriptive things in it because I know the family is going to ask here. Do you know if they have the book on audio? Hey, Cassandra. Hi, Cressy. Okay, now the book is on Kindle, but thus far, Cyndi, I have not seen it on Audible yet, but it is on Kindle because I do have it on Kindle. Right. Yeah. Okay, Chrissy, I will. I'm going to bring that video. Thank you for, as I know a lot of people have to do it in very private. Thank you for asking me. I am going to do a video on that. Maybe we could do a live on making it makeshift, or I'll just do a video on that because I know a lot of the family here do not have privacy, or it becomes a big conflict of what you're doing. You're welcome, sweetheart, because it's not the norm. You know, this is not the norm. I know it's not. It's about 15, maybe 10% of those that are working a magical practice. And it is not common in the Western culture or across the board in other cultures. You know, it's very dangerous to practice something outside of the norm. It really is. And a lot of family that come here, you're welcome, sweetie. A lot of the family I know I talk to, and they're like, oh my God, I need to, they said I'm practicing this, and it became this, just seeing a little smidget of something and just fell out because again, it's considered taboo, but it's just to tie us up in our mindset. As long as you can hinder people in their mind, you got control of the masses. and then this channel is about your own magical practice. That's why I call it magical practice, because you're practicing and learning. I don't pigeonhole us in over here, as well as I'm not pigeonholed. And we may even go over some biblical principles that tie in to the spiritual aspect as a whole. We may even touch in on, as we're guided, the Quran and different things, so that we understand how things truly tie in together. That I share lots of times privately about altars and about how certain things have been removed so you or me would not be empowered. But that's where it comes into where we must dig deep, we must read, we must study, we must take time to do these things. That means getting into your closet, so to speak, and sitting there on the floor and getting private, or in your cars and putting it in your glove compartments on your lunchtime to read and dig deep. For who? For you, and for me and for our families. Does anybody have any other questions? Because I'm going to go in 1 minute, because I know everybody come in a little bit. I know it's kind of a pop-up. Some people are still on lunch, but not really after 1 something. But I felt that I should get it. Normally, I usually come on Thursdays. If everybody kind of pay attention a little bit, I normally do a live on Thursdays around this time. The divine always guides me to do that at this time. And then I just hear, and then I come. And of course, I always get a little nervous still, like I am even going, because I just want us to just dig deep, and I'm truly hearing from what the divine has told me. And about 2 months ago, I mentioned it on our community board, and I put this book up to see what was the poll on that, and everybody was like, yes, and I was like, great, we're gonna do it. Because I want to hit it on the head, so to speak, if you know what that cliche is for the family here. I want us to be productive in what we're doing. I want us to be productive. It's my passion that we learn and dive deep and know who we are, who we truly are, meant to be, who we truly are meant to be, because we're meant to do more and be more than what the status quo, what the masses are, to be herded all along and with everybody going along now, going on, and really us that stand out and stand up for ourselves and say, hey, I know who I am and I can learn more of who I am so that I can be more productive in this earth and really claim the things that are really for me, that are for me. So that's my what I had to say there. So does anybody have anything else they would like to share? But just know the book club name is Flowers in the Attic. I would like to see if anybody could look that up. If they want to look that up and tell me where that exactly comes from. I would like to see if somebody would take that time and email me privately and know what that title comes from, Flowers in the Attic. I would love, because the divine reminded me of that. And in our book club sessions privately, I'll share how that title has came in my life. And now I would like to share that one day in one of our book club meetings. I know. It sounds familiar, doesn't it? I was very. I give you a tidbit. I was a kid when this title was out, and but if you look it up, you'll see. And I've been a reader, my whole life. Allison Walker. No, that's not the writer. That's not the writer. That's not the writer. But I want you to look it up. Who the writer is of that. Some of us, we weren't even alive. We weren't even alive when this particular writer, this comes from. Hey, Lena, email me, please, because you commented on the comment thing, and I got a little confused, and I commented back on the community board, Lena. So email me what you were saying, sweetheart, so that I can respond, because I may have missed you in the email. No, only 1 minute, sweetheart. Only 1 minute. Email me, though. Don't forget, Lena. Email me, because you made a comment and I got a little lost, and I'm hoping that I didn't miss something. I did something, but I may have missed something by sending you something. So if you can kind of read between what I'm saying. Okay. So no, I got like 1 more minute before I have to wrap it up and go, because I see some of the family coming in. Cassandra, you gotta come up better than that. Yes, you know what I'm talking about, Lena. Okay, all right. Yeah, I responded back to you. I'm sorry, guys. This is, ladies and gentlemen, it's a side note with Lena. But I comment below in there, and I was like, I missed something, but I did it, but I won't. But I probably missed it in. Oh, email me anyway. Just email me, because I'll tell you what that was about. Okay, I'll tell you. Email me privately. You don't have to go through the website. Y'all know my email. CrypticSpiritualist7. Yes, got it, Phyllis. Phyllis got the answer. She got the answer to the writer. I don't know if you went to Google, but that's what Google's for. Good job, Phyllis. Yay! Yay, you're welcome. Go, Phyllis. Yes, you hit it on the head. V.C. Andrews, that is the writer. That's the writer. Great. Flowers in the Attic. So that is the title of our book club. That's the title of our book club. I was a kid. This book was written a long time ago, but I read it, and I'll tell y'all about that story, about that book. And it's a series by V.C. Andrews. But I was this book had been out for years. It had been out for years by the time I had gotten, but I was a kid, and I got a hold of the series. It's a funny story, and I was way too young to be reading this book, but again, it's different time, and different times, of it. But I was little, and this book was way written years, way older than me. But it's a great series. So that's what I'm saying. And this book always is a fictional book, but it's a fictional series by V.C. Andrews. However, this particular book, yes, Cassandra, but this particular book stuck with me. I don't want to tell y'all my story on it, but it's something that stuck with me, and of course, it's fictional and all of that, but I enjoyed it, as a child, and it was way older than me over my years to even be reading this. But Megalons, my mom, they're here, and I read it and I got hooked to the series. So anyway, and I was an avid reader. So, and still am. Reading is fundamental. I'll give you another little short story about me. Another side note of me, yes, is that I also have worked with children for years with scholastics, which is I had a hand in dealing with our reading is fundamental with children that was of need of books, children that weren't getting exposure to books. So I had a grant that I had offered where I would give books away. I had boxes and boxes. They would be stored in my downstairs. Yes. Hey, Miss Cammy, they books will be. Cammy has her book. She has her book. They will be stored. I would have boxes and boxes of books, and I would give them to a lot of nonprofit organizations and we will write them out underneath a nonprofit that I have. So as I said, I've always been an avid, even before I had my daughter, she's 8 now. And I've always worked in the element of reading. Reading is fundamental. And I'm an advocate of that. And children are empowered with reading just like adults. But adults, tend to stray away from reading, for one, for just busyness. And two, we have been strayed away early on in our life to imagine. We was lots of times once we got into elementary school, reading is reading. You got to read to learn, reading to learn, read. And so sometimes it took the imaginative part off of, yes, it is ascending infinite goddess. Hey, girly. Yes, reading is powerful. It changes your life. And so I always did, just telling you, and as a nonprofit, I always worked with children and giving books away, and always have stacks of them. My husband like, oh my gosh, she got shipments of books. And then I take them to schools and I, give them to the libraries, and not purchase, but give, because I ran a grant for it, for one of the programs I worked in, a nonprofit. And because I love it, I love reading, and I it's just, we'll get into those stories and I'll get to hear about all of your stories of reading is fundamental to us as adults, but as a team and as Flowers in the Attic, whoop whoop book club, part of North Node, we will be diving deep into understanding the spirituality of things. It's going to be lighthearted. It's going to be fun. It's going to be pulling things out of it, all of us, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be challenging maybe our preconceptions of things that we've learned. And it's going to challenge us to grow and to learn and incorporate these things into our everyday lives. Why? Because we're reading and we're studying. We're showing ourselves approved, rightfully dividing the word of what? Truth. In every aspect, that particular proverb, scripture goes in every area of our life. And it validates us, it equips us as an adult, as children, and for those that we will influence the rest of our lives. So, in saying that, I got 1 minute. I have to get going. But anybody have any questions? I know some of the family are just now getting in, but keep in mind, this is the book. Hi, Muriel. No, this is the book. I think I told you, right, Muriel? Ascending Infinite. You got Lene. Come on, y'all. Keeping Her Keys, the introduction of Hekate, Modern Witchcraft. Cyndi Brannen. This is our book. So you have it. I thought you did. Okay, I thought you did. I've been talking to a few of the family already. I've been hitting y'all up. I've been like, buy the book, because I've been saying, hey, this is what, and I posted it, right? Y'all remember me posting on the community board about this is something that we were going to do together. So our official start date on this book is on the 20th. Okay, if you don't get it by then, it's okay. Once you get it, start in. Our deadline to finish the book, and I will put it on the website, on the blog, because I did start adding the blog to it. You good, Lene? You good? Oh, Let me give you also too. You can do it through Amazon or Kindle. You may be able to get this book through the library, your local library. You may. Some of them. This particular author is a PhD doctor, professor, and she this book may be offered in the library systems. So check your library. I did not see it in my local library, but in some libraries it is. If you have a book, book card, library card with your local universities, they will carry this book because unorthodox. Sometimes the local systems won't carry something that says what it says on the front. But if you have still access to a library card with your local universities, Google is on your search engine it on your university systems and see if this book is carried, because you may not have to purchase the book. You may could just get it and then read it to its deadline and turn that book back in. Okay, so that is an option if you're not want to purchase it. But I truly just want really desire for you to go on and purchase, because you will build your own spirituality books, library. And again, family, when I was telling everybody, you can put your own book covers. You could buy book covers, or you could design your own book cover to go over the books so other people won't know what you're reading. Okay, because I do know, again, a lot of family, this is very private and taboo and all these different things. We can be real here, and it's something that this is not the norm. It's not the norm to study this type of things, and all varies, because some of it will be fictional, but we will be applying the symbolisms of the fictional novels that will come through. Also, make sure that you sign up for Patreon to support the book club. Support the things that will be coming through, and support the channel, because I'll be able to do Zoom chat through that. Zoom, or I may be using another platform to bring us all together to talk and bring some of the authors into our time together, because I am contacting the authors and different things to speak with us and to share their insight of their beautiful writing with us. So, and saying that, I love y'all. I think about y'all all the time. That it's not based off of, salesy or anything like that. I have been brought here because I have a desire and a love and a gift that I believe that is given to me to be a gift to share with each and every one of you, as you share your gifts and your understandings and your talents with me. It goes vice versa. Oh, hey, Christina, what you're going to do is start getting your book. This go rewind back, okay? We'll go back. Get your book starting on the 20th, okay? This Monday. And our deadline to finish reading is what? February the 16th. This is immediately a free join. You just buying your own book. But I would behoove you, if you can, to join our Patreon and donate to it. Whatever is put in your vibration to donate, okay? Because that will help for me to bring things that is not an outside cost. It'll help me to bring it in Zoom, or bring more content, bring more things of content to the channel, especially with this. All right. So my battery is getting ready to go on my phone because I've been using it all day and ripping and running. So anyway, hey Tina, I didn't see the name and the author. Oh, okay, let me show it to you. It's going to reround again. Hi, Tina. Okay, so before my phone cut off. All right, so it's going to be an introduction to Hekate, Modern Witchcraft by Cyndi Brannen, Keeping Her Keys. Okay, and you can get this. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. You can get it on Kindle or buy the paperback on Amazon. It's pretty decent. It's around $12. I was saying earlier that Sean asked me if it was on Audible books. I didn't see it on Audible books. I didn't, but double check to see, because I didn't see it. And the book is relatively new. You can also check, like I was saying a little bit earlier, check your local library county to see if they have it, or you can check your university systems to see if they have it as a lending book, if you're still part of a university. Hi. Oh, you're welcome back. And please, 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 please contact me on, how we get in contact with us, Miss Johnson. Okay, go on and contact me. You didn't miss anything, sweetheart. This is what we were talking about earlier, like back in December. You remember on the community board we was talking about that? Let everyone know that they will need a separate journal. Yes, you go ahead, Cammy. Cammy just said that you will need a journal. The book will tell you that you're gonna need to get a notebook, get something that's comfortable for you, get it at your local dollar store or whatever. You're going to need a journal. You will need a journal. So go on and get prepared, because what do we do here, Cammy? What do we do? And what do we do, family? We journal, period. So this book is going to incorporate your journaling skills as well, because there's rituals and there's so much things that we're going to be doing. So, and saying that, my phone is like low battery. So I love you. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to come. As always, I don't take it lightly. Always know that, what I'm coming to you is in the right heart. I'm not perfect by far. I'm not. But when I come to each and every one of you every day, I'm coming in love and I'm coming in the right heart. I'm not perfect. I am not. But I have the right intentions for each and every one of you and me. So when we're doing the altar visuals and all of these things that I do share, it's the betterment of you and me. It's not something that I'm flying from the hip from and saying, let's do this and let's do that I haven't done in my own life and have changed my own life. It's things that I have incorporated on an everyday basis to change my life and those that are around me and those that I serve here and serve you. So in saying that, my finish. I love you for watching today. I will see y'all next time. We will be here all day. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Make sure that you reading, get the book. I will come at you with making that makeshift altars, because I know we need to do that. All right. I love y'all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.